You had a situation where a female fan, I guess, came on stage and you ended up hitting her, and it.
Yeah, I slapped her.
But you gotta understand what led to that moment. 16 years of performing nearly 300 nights a year, fans rushing his stage, messing up his equipment, heckling his sets, and all that frustration had been stacking with nobody to talk to about it. That night, the pressure just erupted.
The world don't know what I was going through. I've never did that in my life. You know what I'm saying? I went.
Most rap shows end with the crowd going home happy. These ones ended with punches thrown, bottles flying, brawls on stage, and at least one case where an entire crew ambushed a single fan who accepted an invitation he should have declined. These are 8 of the wildest moments when rap collabs and concerts crossed the line ranked. Number 8, Puya, Fat Nick, and Ghost Domain. The ambush invitation in early April 2017, somewhere in Toronto, underground rap trio Puya, Fat Nick, and Ghost Domain were running their set when a fan in the crowd threw a glass cup toward the stage. Disrespectful, no question. But what happened next wasn't just a reaction, it was a setup. Puya got on the mic and called the fan out directly. Come up on stage and square up. A direct invitation. And the fan, whether too turned up, too drunk, or just too bold for his own good, accepted. He climbed on stage and threw a punch. The second his feet touched the stage, Fat Nick and Ghost Domain were already closing in. The trio and their crew stomped and punched him in a one-sided group beatdown, with multiple people getting shots in. The footage was exactly what it looked like. One person who walked into a trap and got it sprung the moment he took the bait. No charges were filed. The clip just became another viral moment in the underground scene. Number 7, Saigon vs. Prodigy. NYC 2007, this one wasn't random. The roots trace back to True Life, Saigon's man, who had beef with Prodigy over a collab that went south. True Life disrespected Mobb Deep publicly. Saigon was riding with him, so he caught smoke by association. Prodigy made his position clear in a 2007 interview, said he didn't like Saigon, didn't like anybody outside his circle, and left no room for misinterpretation. So when both of them ended up at Saab's nightclub in Manhattan on September 19, 2007 for a music showcase, the tension was already past the boiling point. Words got exchanged on stage, and before anybody could process what was happening, Saigon punched Prodigy twice in the face. Both crews rushed in. Full-scale brawl, bodies everywhere, security scrambling. Saigon and his crew dipped out of the venue after, saying they were outnumbered. Years later on Drink Champs, he pushed back on the sucker punch narrative and said the whole thing was more mutual and chaotic than people made it seem. He also said he regretted that they never squashed it before Prodigy passed in 2017. Number 6, Odd Future, San Antonio 2012. Around December 2012 in San Antonio, a 17-year-old fan named Chasan Rose Guy hopped on stage during an Odd Future show. One member pushed him back into the crowd. The crowd fed off the energy and shoved him right back onto the stage like a human pinball. That's when the entire collective descended on him. Multiple Odd Future members stomped and punched the teenager in a group beatdown that was partially caught on fan video. Rose Guy later claimed he suffered lacerations on his head, scratches, burns across his body, and 2 seizures afterward. He filed a police report and said he was pursuing legal action. Instead of owning what happened, Tyler hopped on Twitter celebrating the show's energy like everything was sweet. Mike G added, "San Antonio got rowdy, as if a teen getting stomped out was just part of the performance." The group also pointed to Rose Guy's own tweets, where he allegedly admitted to throwing the first punch. Whether that's accurate or not, an entire collective of grown men with security, a platform, and a microphone collectively jumped one teenager who hopped on stage. No formal apology was ever issued. Number 5, Offset. Springfield 2014, October 11, 2014. The Hippodrome in Springfield, Massachusetts. Migos were on stage alongside Bobby Shmurda when Offset clocked something happening in the crowd, and everything shifted. You can watch it happen frame by frame in the footage. He stops rapping mid-set, starts mean mugging with a locked-in stare. Then he tosses the mic to the side, tucks his chains into his shirt, and if you follow hip-hop, you know exactly what that chain tuck means, and launches himself clean off the stage. Full-speed airborne Superman punch to a face in the crowd. According to the most widely circulated breakdowns, the trigger was someone attempting to snatch Takeoff's chain. In hip-hop culture, trying to take a man's chain is about as disrespectful as it gets. Offset caught it happening and responded immediately. Quavo and Takeoff jumped off right behind him. The whole Migos entourage followed. The show got shut down. The footage became one of the most replayed concert videos of the decade. What makes it stand apart is how calculated it was. The mic toss, the chain tuck, the execution. That wasn't a snap reaction. That was a man who made a deliberate choice. Number 4. Rico Nasty. Portland, 2021. Sometimes one moment only makes sense when you understand everything that came before it. Rico Nasty was the opener on Playboy Cardi's King Vamp tour, and she had been catching hell on that run from Jump. Night after night, sections of the crowd were booing her, heckling her, and throwing things. She had already been disrespected in LA. She'd been heckled at multiple other stops. Portland was the final straw. On November 13, 2021, mid-performance, someone threw a bottle that hit her in the arm. Rico cut the music, scanned the crowd, and demanded to know who threw it. Nobody stepped up. So she jumped off the stage into the crowd, grabbed the first person she could reach, and started swinging. Security pulled her back before it went further. In interviews afterwards, she was honest about it, said she hit the first person she saw, realized in the moment it wasn't the one who threw the bottle, and understood she couldn't keep operating that way. She also dropped tweets, later deleted, describing how the constant hostility from portions of the crowd had genuinely broken her down during what should have been one of the biggest opportunities of her career. Number 3. Afroman, Mississippi, 2015, February 17, 2015. Crest Live nightclub in Biloxi, Mississippi. Afroman, the OG behind Because I Got High, was on stage when a fan climbed up and started dancing behind him mid-performance. He turned around and punched her in the face. Cell phone footage captured the whole thing, and it spread everywhere. Afroman spoke about it afterward. He talked about 16 years of touring, close to 300 nights a year, fans rushing his stage and messing up his equipment, pressure stacking with no outlet. He said in that moment he snapped and had never done anything like it in his life. He also said looking back he could have simply walked off and that he knew that was the right call he didn't make. He pled guilty to simple assault, agreed to pay the fan $65,000 in a settlement, and was required to complete anger management. The context he described is real. Performer burnout is a genuine issue. But a fan climbing on your stage does not justify hitting her, and the legal and financial consequences reflected that. Number 2. Action Bronson. Serial Stage Incidents 2013 to 2015. Action Bronson turned fan confrontations into a recurring feature of his live shows. Between 2013 and 2015, the Queens rapper, built like an offensive lineman and openly enthusiastic about professional wrestling, developed a pattern. Someone rushed the stage. Bronson grabbed them and threw them back, then kept rapping like nothing happened. It started at the Middle East venue in Boston in June 2013. A fan jumped on stage and Bronson body slammed him, swept his legs, and dragged him to the edge before security arrived. 2 months later in Fort Lauderdale, same move. In Chapel Hill in March 2014, he hit one fan with a full torture rack hold, clotheslined another, and threw multiple people off the stage in a single set. His DJ joined in on one ejection. In Santa Ana that same year, he threw a small person off the stage twice during one show. At Terminal 5 in New York for his 2015 album release, another fan rushed and got launched back into the crowd within seconds. No arrests, no charges, no lawsuits, no apologies across any of it. Bronson leaned into it fully and made highlight reels out of the moments. Number 1. Bone Thugs-n-Harmony vs. 3-6 Mafia. Versus 2021, the Versus format was supposed to be a celebration. 2 legendary acts going bar for bar, trading classics, showing love to the culture. When Bone Thugs-n-Harmony and 3-6 Mafia pulled up to the Hollywood Palladium on December 2nd, 2021, nobody expected it to turn into an actual brawl on live television. After about 3 rounds of trading classics, Busy Bone felt like the 3-6 side was clowning him and stepped forward with zero ambiguity. He called out the entire room and told them exactly where he stood. Juicy J matched his energy immediately from across the stage. Then Busy threw a water bottle at the 3-6 side. Juicy J rushed across the stage and threw the first punch, crashing straight through the yellow caution tape that was part of Bone Thugs' set. Both crews piled in, fists everywhere. Gangsta Boo added her voice to the chaos. Security swarmed and the live stream cut to black. When things settled, 3-6 got on the mic and talked their mess. The battle actually resumed without Busy, and by the end of the night, both groups dapped up and showed love. But for a few minutes, the biggest collab format in hip-hop history turned into a full-blown stage fight with millions watching in real time. That's the list. Drop a comment. Which one of these surprised you most?